Alright, let's play the champ. I love this character. I think he's incredibly well done, to be honest. And I think that fleshing out the mechanic of vigor is an extremely smart idea of how to approach a mod for this guy. And I think that champ is also... Is that 5 elites? Okay. I think that champ is the strongest character in the game, by the way. By far. And that's okay, because he deserves to be. Someone has to be, and if anyone should be, it's champ. So, we'll rock the common relic then. I mean, if we're trying to take 5 elites, then... And you know what? I say champ is the strongest because, hey, that's just my experience. I've put a pretty good amount of time into Downfall, but I don't know. I want to claim I'm the best Downfall player. Can I do that? Is there anyone that's trying to go head to head with me on that? I feel like I could claim that and no one would dispute it. But I think champ is... I would feel more comfortable. I would feel the most comfortable just taking that path with champ, because I think this character is unbelievably powerful. See how many relics we can get in this act. That's well, we're starting with one of the best, if not the best, common relic to obtain at this point. Insect would be a contender for the best to get at this point, since it is a 5 elite path. So, but yeah, I think that this character's just... I think he's really well done. He's really well done, but it is... he is extremely powerful. And the thing is that people don't really know about maybe why, or I shouldn't say it that way. It's just that, okay, so let's say you're downloading Downfall for the first time, like it's your first time playing Downfall, you're sampling the characters out one by one, and you get to champ, and you inevitably get to some point where you try to play a finisher and you're not in a stance, and the game will just tell you, I need to be in a stance. Like, champ will display that little text bubble. It's like, I'm not in a stance. And you're like, what the heck? Watcher is a stance swapper, and I can still play attacks when I'm not in a stance. What do you... It's not a good experience to be told that you can't even play one of the cards that you have at all. Like, you just can't play it. So, and when you read this, like, oh, this is a finisher, requires being in a stance. After playing a finisher, exit your stance, triggers finisher bonus. So you're reading this and you're like, oh, so the finisher requires being in a stance. So maybe you think that the finisher bonus requires being in a stance, and you don't realize that you're drafting these multiple finisher cards, and you're like, what? Because you're just not reading everything when you're sampling all the characters in Downfall for the first time, right? So encountering this experience of being unable to play a card that you took and drafted or upgraded, you're like, what the heck is going on here? So, with that in mind, I would tend to draft sparingly on champ just in general, because he's a stance swapper like the Purple Lady, and Purple Lady tends to want to draw Eruption and Vigilance as often as possible, and at any point in the run, normally. That's... Eruption and Vigilance are going to be productive to play. And champ is the same way with these, except he's not generating energy from stance swapping, which is appreciated. Both of his stances are 0 cost, so I like wind up here. I think that the way that you could get in some trouble with champ, like the way that you could die with champ, is if you take something like Headbutt or Pile Driver there. And those are fine cards, it's just, you do have to bear in mind, as a stance swapper, you are trying to see these cards, and they are going to be good for the whole run, so there's a lot to like about wind up. You enter whatever stance you want for free and fetch execute. And the way that I would tend to approach champ on a given run is I would be trying to get berserker skill bonuses and be trying to get the defensive finisher bonus. In other words, I would be trying to get the vigor, and I would be trying to get the block from the respective stances. Does that make sense? So there's a right way and a wrong way to go about a situation like this, for example. And this is why I love champ and why I think they did him so well, because there is a way to do it right. So the way to do it right is you get 2 vigor for playing a skill in berserker mode. Like, we're going to want to play wind up, go into defensive mode, and grab execute and play it and get the 10 block from exiting defensive mode. That's the finisher bonus for defensive mode. And the berserker bonus is gain of strength, which really I find, like, you know, getting that burst of 10 block versus getting this 1 strength, it's more rewarding to try to get the block. And note that Berserker gives you 2 vigor and defensive gives you 3 counters, so it seems like you're getting more damage for feeding into defensive mode, but you're really not, because execute is dumping vigor twice, right? Deal 9 damage 2 times. So for that reason, I don't think that you wind up for execute and then go into defensive mode and play execute and then play defend, or play defend after playing. You play defend first, so you can get this 2 vigor right now. Then you play wind up, go into defensive mode, grab execute, and then you play execute here. You don't play defend after playing wind up, because that would give you 3 counter here. In other words, Jawbone would be at 19 HP right now. Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense. Anyway. So Moment of Truth is an amazing card. This is probably his best finisher, if not one of his best finishers. 0 cost retainable finisher. So it's hard to go wrong with that. You could wind up for it, hold on to it, play it when you need it. It plays well with your 0 cost stance, swapping cards. Vicious Mockery is one of my favorite cards in the entire mod though, so I kind of want to take it just on that basis alone, keeping in mind that it's not like 12 extra damage or 16 extra damage. It is in fact 24 or 32 extra damage because of I don't know why I clicked on view upgrade here, but you know, because this is dumping vigor twice. I like Vicious Mockery, but Moment of Truth is a very good card. And yeah, I would just try to draft sparingly with this guy on average, and because execute remains good throughout the run, defensive shout, berserker shout remain good throughout the run. So like, if you want to go into berserker mode here, then you're probably intending on playing execute next turn. If you want to do this, then just at least play these strikes first, because you don't want to play berserker shout, gain the 3 vigor, and then your strike does 9 damage, and then you play the other 2 strikes for 6, and then execute's doing 9/2. It's better to go 6, 6, 6, berserker shout, execute for 12/2. That's more damage. So just, you know, the vigor doesn't go anywhere. So just, you want to keep it, you know, you want to keep it for the multi-hit move that you currently have, in addition to the ones that you could find. So, thank you, strike, 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 and then I would say we want to be in defensive mode so we can get the block from finisher, execute. From execute, finish. To get the finisher bonus of block from execute. Does that make sense? And we can stay in defensive mode here, it's fine. That's so bad, but I want to do this. Because I just drafted it and it's my favorite card. We're going to take damage for no reason, but it's just to get in the mood. Like, that's trademark, you know, that's Chef right there. So yeah, you want to play strike first. You don't want to go like Berserker Shout, Vicious Mockery, strike. That's not as productive as, because we're intending on executing him with all the vigor that we get. You want to do defensive shout here, right? Because we could finish in Berserker mode and get strength, but that's not, and then we could play strike. Like, we could execute strike, but that's less damage than getting this 2 extra vigor and having that factor twice into this execute and then play in this strike. So there's a right way to go about it, and this tends to be why I would play into the defensive bonus, the defensive finisher bonus, and the Berserker skill bonus. I'm gonna pass here. Just try to be a little bit careful with precise thrust is fine. I didn't want it anyway. I didn't want it anyway, no worries. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not hurt. Like, that's champ, you know what I mean? Pizzazz potion, yes. See, I'm gonna pass here too, because the the issue is, and really the way that you lose, I think, with this character is you'd be like, oh, let's take Crown Orang, Berserker combo. So if I'm in Berserker mode, I get to draw my finisher card. That's nice. And then the game will just start you out in defensive mode all the time and give you Crown Ring in your open hand all the time, for example. You really can't let the game give you these opportunities to set you back, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's so much damage, man. This is my favorite. So, I think we could probably get Laga if we draw Wind Up or Execute next turn, especially with this. So, I think the right way to do this is like to play Strike first, right? I want to go into Berserker mode, but I don't want to do that now. And I don't want these defends to give the defensive stance skill bonus of 3 counter. I do not want that. I would rather it go into the Vigor with the idea of getting Execute next turn. So, and I don't want the Vigor to go into this Strike either, so play Strike first, Berserker Shout, 2 defends, we have 7 Vigor, taking 7 damage. Or Laga's taking 7 damage because of the, you know what I mean? Because of the, what's it called? The counter. So I think in some cases, if you misplayed that order, you might not have lethal damage right there on Laga. But by the way, that's such a crazy amount of damage to be doing on floor 6 with pretty much nothing added. I like Bob and Weave. A little bit of block, a little bit of vigor. Never hurt anyone. A little bit more Berserker mode. A little more vigor, never hurt anyone. A little more, just a little bit. Oh, just a little. Ah, that was imprecise, because you were supposed to defensive shout first and then play. Ah, whatever. I can't pretend like I really care all that much. But just some things to think about as you approach the character. That's all. Just some things to think about. Taunt. I like Taunt a lot. Take it for sentries. Take it because it's a 0 cost skill for your skill bonuses. Take it because it's 0 cost, weak and vulnerable to everyone. Character's powerful. Ooh. So this is a relic. So if we are trying to get as many relics as possible, kind of want to take the lift. But I think Spire is really good too. We can make Vicious Mockery go into Berserker mode or something. Or Taunt. I want to lift. What is this though? This is the icon, but what is this? This StsLib. StsLib is involved here somehow. You can see it. It's like StsLib being engulfed by a noodle or something. Akabeko exists. What's the right way to do this? So, how about, I don't know. I don't know if that was right at all. Probably not. Oh well. It's tough to be precise with the character. I will say that much. Something like that. It has a lot of extra damage that you get. Oh, okay. It's really kind of counting on drawing that strike, but... Why? You could play this and be so close, man. So close. Need another finisher. That would really top us off. A moment of truth, preferably. Okay. Turnip is fantastic. Backstep, I tend to like backstep a lot. I tend to like, and with the Akabeko too, that's nice. That's nice, just a 0 cost. Because Champ's card pool is just these cards, these common ones that put you into stances, like gain block increased by vigor, we can vicious mockery, gain stupid amount of block, Akabeko, and so now we just, oh, there's our block solution just out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It's just, the guy lucks into everything. Everyone. It's a little bit unfortunate that, well, this could still be sentries, but would have liked to have taunt upgraded for that fight. But it's alright. This could still be sentries. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Gremlin Knob, you are getting trivialized so hard. The Lightning Bracers is cool. Gain counter equal to half the amount of your expired block. I don't know about Steel Edge. Steel Edge is like a weird one. It's got this strange attribute about it, which is that it's actually not even doing any damage at all if you are in defensive mode, but it's still going to consume your vigor, which is bad. Say we're in defensive mode, and you know what, it does kind of play with the bracers a little bit, getting counter equal to half the amount of expired block, because that could block a lot. But say we I don't know, let's say we have Steel Edge and then we have Akabeko and then we start out in defensive mode or something. Okay, yeah, like we start out in defensive mode, then we play this. It's going to consume Akabeko's vigor and do no damage at all and block 8 by X times. So it's like, no, I'm not a fan of it. Gotta say I'm not a fan. I guess I didn't play that right. Oh. I got 23 counters, so it's alright. Bring It On's fine. I think we're okay, but we want another finisher at some point. There's a fly driving me crazy around here. I was distracted during that fight. That's my excuse. Alright, number 5. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Laga. It wasn't supposed to be this easy. Yet here we are. I don't think that was the right way to do that. Probably should have waited till next turn for the taunt execute with the vicious mockery. But you know something? It's not too late. It's not too late. Chilling on 35 counter, by the way. Oh no. The ceramic fish is here. It's a gladiator form. This seems like it's actually a pretty okay time for this card. You got like the bracers, gain counter equal to half the amount of expired block, and then so you gain counter for the counter that you spent last turn, and then we have a bunch of vigor that we're going to spend all the time, and so we can gain some for that. The problem is that name one fight through that entire act where we would have liked drawing this, where we would have drawn it and been happy. Name one fight where this is going to get played with this 7 card starting hand. I would rather just play, like, we're not exactly swimming in energy, even though we do have Happy Flower. 3 cost for this, I'm not really seeing that. No reason to take damage. No reason to take damage against this guy. Power Potion's nice. I think pass here. Backstep is an awesome card. Need another finisher. Really, at the end of the day, that is what is needed. So he lost his concentration, yeah. I'm thinking about maybe just taking that just because. Let's just kill him with the big execute. There's like one big execute. Get a bunch of vigor and hold it and play backstep. Yeah, I think this actually makes sense. Go into defensive mode, get our last skill bonus, refresh the berserker mode. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of counter too, just to be incidentally creating. Hmm? 52 vigor, by the way. Oh no, man. I kind of want to make sure we get it, but that's a waste of draw potion. Truth be told. It's a wasted draw potion, I think. And the 23 counter on top of that. So like I probably just wouldn't take any of these. And this is a nifty card, I guess. It bloats your deck with like 2 strikes. And this, I just haven't had this really come through. I mean, as you can see, we could block pretty cleanly with this random common skill card. And Ultimate Stance has this issue of you start next turn without being in a stance. So it's a little bit inconvenient sometimes. But Ultimate Stance is fine. I like it when you have a card like Refreshment or cards that get multiple bonuses from different, like they have berserker combos and defensive combos. That's kind of when you would really want the Ultimate Stance. This puts you Ultimate Stance on turn 1. Choker's a no, this is a no, so there's, I like StsLib. I mean, Ceramic Fish is going to give us some 27 gold. We could lose 2 strikes and a defend. Pretty much any transforms here are good. And that is, yeah, that's very good. It's very good. That's really, really good. This is an awesome card. This is some of the best card draw that Champ can find. Refreshment would be another one. And Moment of Truth also. Moment of Truth plus at that. So, pretty trivial. Let's see how many more we could get. Just this. All right. So what are we doing at this fire? Probably recalling. And then we could break the key here or here and get a strength. That's my current plan. Maybe this. Maybe that. Because there's just nothing to upgrade, really. And this is like 6 and 6. And this is... yeah. Maybe wind up would be a fair upgrade. Upgrade Mockery. I'd rather just get the strength down here. Break the key. That's so much. Got that 15 counter. Happy Flower on 2 to match our bag of prep. Another Circumvent. Yeah, I like it. And this is Circumvent Plus. It's some of the best card draw that the character has, which is not saying a lot, but anything is valuable. You know, it's just 2, but it's all he's got, is what I'm saying. And he should have only... I mean, Refreshment Plus is another one. Refreshment Plus is another one. Or just regular Refreshment as well. But that, Circumvent, and Moment of Truth, other than those, you really don't have that much card draw. Which is fine, it's not as if he needs a whole lot. It's incredibly powerful. How do we do this on turn 1? We don't need to, because we get the taunt execute, and then we couple it with that Sigil of Victory. I shouldn't have even played that. Oh, well, actually, yeah, never mind. Oh, we could have also searched for Moment of Truth. This deck is actually lightning fast now, by the way. This deck is lightning fast now. It's only 16 cards. There's only 3 base cards left. StsLib is a relic. StsLib is a boss relic that you could take and do things like Moment of Truth, Berserker Shout, Taunt, Wind Up, Berserker. Stem Pack. I think I'm gonna pass. I actually kind of like Skillful Dodge. The thing is that, once again, it's kind of a... you really don't need it. It requires being in defensive mode and whatnot. But it also plays pretty well with the bracers, huh? Can counter equal to half the amount of expired block, and then so you're gonna be blocking a lot, and then you're gonna be countering a lot, and then you're gonna be countering more because of the bracers, and it's cute. But I don't think you need it. And if you don't need it, then it can only hurt. Because requires you to be in defensive mode to get these effects. It's costing an energy, and but you know, in a slim deck like this, I have definitely had this card just carry the run on its own. I mean, you just upgrade Mockery? I do like the idea of upgrading Mockery. But the issue is that I think Wind Up is probably better. Just don't exhaust. Keep it. It's 2-in-1. Like, you get Moment of Truth and you get a stance for it. We don't need to do anything at this fire, really, right? We could break the key here, but we could do that next act. There's just no rush. Right. We could may as well just take a fight. Take fights, get strong, as they say. Shouldn't be needing that. Should not really be needing that. But it's quite good. It's also not healing a lot, I guess. Taunt Plus is so satisfying. It's a little bit awkward of a turn, though. Not doing a whole lot here. I don't really want to end in, I really don't want to end the turn in Berserker mode. Being weakened on turn 1. Or not end on Berserker mode. I'm trying not to play the finisher in Berserker mode, because then we take damage. But also, who cares, right? But also, who cares, right? We'll keep Sigil of Victory. I guess that's the problem with Wind Up. It doesn't work sometimes. I mean, it still puts us in a stance. It gives us a skill bonus. Oh, I should probably have done this first. Oh well. We haven't added like any attack. I just hope Wind Up comes through here. Now we could use one of these, but I think we're fine. These are nice potions, really. Broken Tooth. Broken Tooth is kind of nice. I've been getting more and more acclimated to this. Jeez. Disgusting. Bottle technique? Nah. Pass here too. Just gotta be careful, because I mean the deck is doing fine as is, so unless you really feel like you need a card, I would just say you're doing okay, you know? So let's go ahead and get our Berserker skill bonuses, because it's also good for backstep. Also got Akabeko in it. Jeez. Puzzle's fantastic. I think I'm gonna pass you. This is interesting though. It is interesting with the bracers. No, it's not actually. Yeah, no, it's not. Never mind. Doesn't have anything to do with the bracers, but it has to do with the Sigil of Victory. But then I would want the Berserker style. And even then, maybe not. Let's do this. I don't think it really matters which way. You can lose 150 souls for an apparition? You can do that. You can do that. That's funny. I'm a refuse. I think we're okay. But that's funny. I like my money. This deck is incredible, by the way. Because the Vigor doesn't go anywhere. You just hold it, and then you could just block with this card, and then you just play Execute when you're done. When you're done with them. (32) counter, by the way. Can counter equal to half the amount of expired block. That's pretty powerful. Execute is a good card. Man, I'm surprised. I want to see a rare card. Champ has like a awesome rare card pool. Let me get like an Ignore Pain or something. That's funny. We actually have not taken any attack card at all. Just Execute and a Strike. Ooh, yes, yes. All right. Yes. Alright, we'll allow it. We'll allow you to do some damage, Mr. Merchant. Should be okay. Thanks for the 300 souls. Last Stand? Last Stand's dope. But are we gonna get below 50% HP? That's the question you gotta ask. Are we gonna get below 50% HP? And remove all our debuffs and gain 6 strength. Is this gonna occur? Cause I don't think it might. That's the thing. I like Lantern. Yeah, I like Lantern. Cause we got Bag of Prep and we didn't take a energy relic. Death Blow is also a nice card, just kind of convenient. Gives vigor, but it also loses our Akabeko vigor. Wanna buy Sling? I don't know if I'm ready to lose strike just yet. We could lose another defend. Just nice to have like an attack in the draw pile still, you know? How about the Evil Within? I don't know. That might be a nice card. Bolstering Flame is cool. Bolstering Flame is cool. It's cooler if you have a power card to make it work. Cooler if you have a power card to make it work. Like we could have took Last Stand, last floor. Sling is funny. I think probably just pass. But I do like the Berserker style. Do like Berserker style. Berserker bonus grants one more vigor, then that gets dumped twice with execute. And it also makes backstep block from more. And then we could take this. I like Bolstering Flame. We still need to break both of these keys, and I want to be able to afford more card removes next deck. Take it easy. I like Broken Tooth. I'm starting to like it more and more. So rocking 15 vigor. That's so much counter. Deck is pretty fast. It's pretty clean with it. No thanks. But, and this is also kind of a strange card too, right? It's a finisher, but it's applying vulnerable and weak. Finisher that's making him vulnerable. It's a little bit counterintuitive. It's fine. It's a okay card too. Like it's nice to have vulnerable and weak application, but taunt is just zero cost vulnerable weak application. So now we trigger this skill bonus 6 times, and also Berserker skill bonuses grant one more vigor, and then we could play this and gain counter equal to half amount of expired block for the following turn. Alright, Ironclad. I guess may as well. Enter defensive mode, play Moment of Truth, get that 10 block finisher bonus. See if we can one-shot Ironclad. I guess the counter damage is also gonna happen, but let's see if we can kill him with like one execute. That is a lot. But yeah, the Vicar doesn't go anywhere, so you may as well just hold on to it and hang out, you know? Just 114 block. I'm sorry, Ironclad. That was not a good look, man. I do like the enchant crown. I do like the enchant crown. There are some infinites that you can do here with like enchanting circumvent. And really, it looks like enchanting anything is probably worth it. Because the deck is so slim. Like enchant this, cool. Enchant this, cool. Tripper. Not gonna rest. Meal ticket for sustained, and also we just haven't taken damage in forever. 4 more leads, yes. We got the silent down there. Alright, let's make it happen. Maybe go to 2 shops. Need to break both the keys though. So we're not as rich as we feel. But the rest of our money is ours. So I think cost upgrade just for convenience sake, probably. I still kind of want to have like a strike left. But maybe it's just not correct and we're supposed to remove. It doesn't really matter which one we remove, I don't think. I love this character though. It's a ton of fun, for real. Rare relic, please. Should have done that first. Oops. Actually, let me do this. Okay, that's fine. It's taking damage, but it's probably okay. It's taking damage, like we could take this. Probably just to save life. What do we need that though? I mean, do we need to save life? I doubt we need to save life. We got life, you know? Wing boots? Fantastic. How do we employ that? Yo, 1, 2, 3? Amazing. Yeah, that works, right? 1, 2, 3. This run history screen is gonna look so funny. And it's like fights like this are just gonna be so trivial for this character, you know? Because you have the counter and you just get blocked from exiting defensive mode. And block is increased by strength. That's cool too. It's got the same power through art as, you know, Backstep does. That's what confuses me about these two, is they both are pretty much, like, I would say this character is just about complete, and I love the arts that you did get done, so I would say just ship him out, you know? Like, ship him out, get finish the art, get someone to help with that. Just easy. Just I don't know how much art actually costs, but what I'm saying is, hey, you got, I think this character is awesome. Like, you know, package him up, commission someone. Just, I don't know how expensive art is, but it's probably easier said than done. Just LOL, just get someone to make 100 images for you of professional quality, no problem. But I just love the art on the cards that do have, you know, that are original. I think that you got something great here. So turn 2, taunt, execute probably on this one. This is not, I'm not playing this properly. Now we're okay. Centennial puzzle, by the way. All calculated. Immaculately planned. Got the pocket sentry. Alright, meat on the bone exists, but it might not. Get some block, make sure we're okay. Let's execute giant head in one hit too. It's close. We're gonna be weak next turn, or can we have turnip? Oh. Okay, let's just do that then. I don't want to have to put up with being weak. Sundial? I don't think we need a clobber. Close. Dreadfully close. Playing a little bit inaccurately, perhaps. Like, I love that card, Vicious Mockery. Oh, what? What do you mean this is? I should have just looked at the draw pile. That's what it means. Alright. Alright. Have your way, Nemesis. Oh, this is also nice, especially with ultimate stats. Yeah. This is tempting, I will say. But no, I mean, we're totally okay without it. That's the deal right now. Is that we're totally okay. More than okay without it. I'm thinking about, so we're gonna do one more remove. This does not exhaust. This does. Cinder's Bane does. And we're gonna remove Strike. I feel like this is infinite. This is infinite if we can like muster 2 more removes. But we can't if we're pathing the way that we are. Instead of doing this, we gotta just take the elites in the name of, I don't know, elite fragging. We have a sundial, so I feel like there's more than one way to go about this. Just spamming as many bonuses as possible. Mango, alright. I like Rope-a-Dope. I like Rope-a-Dope, actually. Actually, I like Rope-a-Dope, thank you. It's nice to have like a plan for next turn. It's another finisher, which we don't have. Well, yeah, we do. We have Moment of Truth. But yeah, it gives block, which translates into counter, and then it plays with the sundial a little bit, gives you energy to kind of do what you want the following turn. I think I like Rope-a-Dope. And it, you know, you can enchant Crown on it. Gives you 2 energy, gives us something to upgrade at the last of the last fires. I think I like Rope-a-Dope. Gives it a try. It's been forever since we've like added a card. So we have one more Wing Boot charge, yep. Okay. Broken Tooth is getting enormous value here. So now we're gaining energy, drawing 2 additional cards next turn, and then we draw an additional card because it's a Dolphin style guide because we are not in a stance at the moment. So we got some plays, making plays. 6 energy, yeah, I think I like Rope-a-Dope. Destroyed. You again, Nemesis? When Nemesis says 5 burns, he means it. I'm telling you. But when I say execute next turn for a stupid amount of damage, I also mean it. I also mean it, Nemesis. I like that little combo. Get counter equal to the expired block, get block equal to your vigor, get, you know. I knew that would happen, you know, he gives you all the burns and then is like, yeah, haha, there you go, you don't draw your stance, and then we go, well, we're just gonna whip out this swift potion that we've been holding forever and ever and ever. I don't want the steel edge. Stop showing me the steel edge. Or he calcum. I think I like Rope-a-Dope. Although I would have preferred draw and execute there. Certainly. Enchant the crown. Really hoping for taunt. Really hoping for taunt. Was really hoping for taunt. Mere flesh wounds. Prayer wheel. Alright, prayer wheel will play. Prayer wheel will play. I respect it. Sword throw is kind of nice. Sword throw is kind of nice. Iron Fortress. Gain 2 dexterity at the end of each turn, gain 6 block. I don't think we need dexterity at all, but I will say that I like this card against sentries. Because you get 2 dexterity to make your defense block for 7. We don't have any defense, but they make your defense block for 7, and then... Oh, well, that's when it's upgraded. It gives you 6 block. But 2 dexterity, defend blocks for 7, and then at the end of each turn gain 3 block. It's a satisfying card against sentries. This is interesting, though. I like Sword Throw. It's a nice card. It's a cool card. I don't think we need it. It's basically doing what Execute's doing, except it's not a finisher or anything like that. Can't play Rope-a-Dope. That wasn't smart of me. Oh well. Should have done Mockery first and then played the, whatever it's called. The backstep. Yeah. Exact 22 on purpose, of course. Gut Punch Plus, so this is Ultimate Stance stuff. We're not getting both bonuses from anything except like Sigil of Victory. We get both bonuses from Ultimate Stance. You can play finishers multiple times. I've been waiting for a run that has played into something like this. We have Dolphin style guide, so like Ultimate Stance is better. Still, I don't really see it. I just don't see it. Bring It On is also fine. Bring It On's also fine. See if we can't one-shot the Silent. Also 6 Broken Tooth, by the way. We're not too far from it, you know? Although it's hard to call it a true one-shot when taking damage from counter. Still. And may as well just keep all the vigor and hold it for a fight like this because we got backstep, right? Sundial's on 1. We got you next turn. We got you next turn, Silent. Although, really? We got Circumvent in there. I think it's... Yeah, so this is... We're very close to infinite here. If not infinite as is. Brought him back, huh? Getting 35 counter. Sundial, by the way. Broken teeth, I don't know. I don't know how much it was responsible for, but I think that's wild that not a single damage card has been drafted. I've never had a run that went without drafting a damage card on Champ. I don't know what that says about his damage card pool, but getting some AoE at some point would have been nice. So this didn't get haunted. I was pretty sure it didn't get haunted. I was about to say, oh no. $53 counter. Sundial by the way. $63 counter. Yikes. So yeah, you play Rope-a-Dope multiple times. That would be the idea. Is that you play Rope-a-Dope like multiple times to the point where you're drawing a full hand next turn and have a stupid amount of energy. And then you use that energy to play Rope-a-Dope more times on the following turn. And this is what we're looking at. This is the idea of like an infinite using the I mean, this is sundial stuff, but we could enchant crown on a circumvent, and you should be doing some infinite combo with circumvent, moment of truth, and the stances. I don't know why that took so long to like manifest itself in the game. Probably because executing stuff when you have 50 or so vigor just ends the fight. Oh, I forgot that we had rugged because of the hermit. Whoops. Whoops. What you got for me? Some scales? All right. I kind of like improvising. Improvising's nice. You get that deep breath with the sundial. You could buy deep breath with a sundial. You could buy deep breath with a sundial. I might do that. I might do that and then upgrade it. Rope-a-dope doesn't really feel like it needs an upgrade, like super needs it, you know? I get the execute only. Like pretty solid, pretty clean deck overall. I do kind of want to buy a letter, or not letter opener, but yeah, you could buy letter opener with the deep breath and the sundial. Yeah, deep breath and then upgrade it with sundial. It's kind of free, so there's no reason really not to. And I mean, yeah, you could just buy letter opener. Yeah. Nice. Kicking it all the way back. Kicking all the way back to when I said gladiator form is garbage. I mean, it's not garbage. It's just costs 3. But now it doesn't. Enchant shield? Okay. I could get behind enchant shield. I like this card. What are we trying to enchant right now? There's actually only like 2 targets. It's either a circumvent or you could enchant shield bob and weave. You can enchant shield bob and weave. So I think the goal for this turn should probably be to enchant crown on something, like something productive, and to get rope-a-dope played as much as possible. Maybe even to just enchant rope-a-dope and get it played as much as we can. That might be the idea currently. Maybe to play taunt as often as possible as well. Just stack vulnerable and weaken, keep stacking it. And we're entering a stance next turn. We pretty much damage capped Neow. Should be doing okay. Sundial. Sundial Deep Breath is a great combo. It's one of my favorites. Not a very precise turn of mine, but as you can see, I'm not super concerned. I think we're doing, you know, I think we're fine. $54 more damage this turn. Alright, we can make that happen. Then backstep taunt. Yes. Damage cap. Troll card. Troll card. 133 counter is something we have. Oh. Oh, we can't end the fight this turn. Oh well. Can only take 47 more damage. Man, that backstep. I knew backstep was a good card, but now I am very much intimately seeing exactly why that is the case, you know? A little bit on the long side, but I did my best. That was quite a run. I mean, I think that was a pretty solid demonstration of the skill, of the strength, I should say. But I don't know why I said skill. The skill involved in buying that deep breath, you would have lost unless you bought that deep breath plus. Hey, this actually was pretty nice with the sundial. But yeah, I mean, I think that was a pretty solid demonstration of the strength of champ and the whole thing. You don't really need that many attack cards to get the job done. Bracers did a bunch of damage, added up to a lot of damage. But pretty solid stuff overall. And I do like this. This feels better upgraded, but yeah, the idea is you kind of scale it exponentially. You would upgrade it, enchant crown on it, and scale it exponentially, kind of like outmaneuver with silent. And do your worst. Card's hilarious. And that is pretty much how like a standard champ run I think will go. Except you know, there were 5 elites in Act 1. And like 5 or 6 elites in Act 3. I need to check the run history. Was that 6? I feel like it was 6. But yeah, I think the character is super fun. There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do. Like you could play into the strike builds. You can there's the shield toss and the sword toss we saw. Sword toss, but we didn't see shield toss. But those are awesome cards too. And Ignore Pain is an awesome card. It's like extremely overpowered, I think, but really it just needs like a cost adjustment and then it's maybe fine. But the card's hilarious. Just your HP cannot be reduced, and then the card that reduces your debuffs and gives you 6 strength when you fall under 50% HP. It was 6, yeah. So that's the gist of it, yeah. Not much to say about that. Broken Tooth is pretty sick though. I used to get frustrated when I would get it dropped from an elite that, you know, I just fought an elite. I wish it gave you something like right then, but it's fine. I mean, just don't die and you should be okay. So